I want to run a little quiz for us because we have been learning about process flows, and I have prepared a little quiz in Kahoot. It's a game about process flow diagrams because that's what we learned in August at the Back Office Club. So people who are, long-standing members are probably going to have an advantage over you, but make your best guess, right? And I'm going to start the game. And basically the way you play Kahoot is we're going to post a question and there'll be 4 answers with different colors and shapes. You choose the answer that matches the color and the shape that you agree with. All right, let's get started. So remember, choose the answer that matches your color and shape. And you have 45 seconds for each question. Okay, what is the first step when analyzing a process flow diagram?
Can we ask questions?
You can ask, but you only have a few seconds.
Okay, can you repeat the question?
What is the first step when analyzing a process flow diagram? It's also up here, right?
Okay.
Okay. So choose the shape and the color that matches. So blue or green.
I've selected, but I don't think it's.
Wait, it's gonna tally everybody together. All right, so I'm sorry if some people haven't played this yet, so let me explain it to you. So it's going to give you a question. You're going to choose the color or the shape, depending on which one is easier to identify. And then when the time runs out, it'll show all the people got it right. It shows the right answer and then how many people got it right. At the end of the quiz, it'll determine a winner. But, we're all winners. We just want to make sure that we understand how to do process flows. So in this example, what is the first step when analyzing process flow diagrams? The first step is to identify bottlenecks. Where can you identify bottlenecks? So throughout the quiz, there might be some answers that seem very close. Pick the best one because you're an analyst, right? So you have to decide between things that seem very similar. So you pick the best one to the best of your knowledge. All right, good job. Great. Next question. Ready? Let's go. Oh, it does give you the scoreboard. Okay, so we got SC on top for now. Doing good, everybody. Let's go. This video is brought to you by the Back Office Club. So go to backofficeclub.org to learn more about the program I have to help you to grow as a business analyst. So you work on real projects with real complexities from the real world. So you really can practice how to be a BA. If you have a job or you're in the job market, this will be great for you. You don't have to have experience to join. You'll be surrounded by like-minded individuals who are also trying to start their career. You have a direct access to ask a question, get the questions answered. This is not like an online course that you're just watching videos, and you have a question is like, where do I go to get an answer, right? You always have the community. You have myself. You practice with the real tools that we use in the field, such as Jira, DevOps. You learn how to work with designs. You learn how to lead. You learn how to have refinement sessions. You learn how to run these stand-ups if you're in Agile. So you get a lot of exposure. And we have touch points every single week. So you're meeting with me, you're talking with me, you're talking with the team, you're getting the support to grow your career. So I would encourage you to check out the Back Office Club at backofficeclub.org or the link below the description of this video. Watch this video. And then when you're done, go check out the Back Office Club because there'll be a lot of good stuff over there to help you cement yourself as an expert business analyst. All right, now go watch the rest of the video. See you over there. Bye. Bola, we got to get you on the board. What is the ultimate goal when analyzing a process flow diagram? Yeah, this one was 20 seconds. It was a little short. I forgot to update the time. But yeah, it's the ultimate goal. So there are many goals, right? One goal could be to make it easy to follow because you want people to see what the steps are. But the ultimate goal is to identify inefficiencies and to reduce waste. So you want to remove all the steps that are inefficient and you want to reduce the waste as well. All right, cool. Ready for the next one? See what's on the scoreboard first. Ooh, Abby, you've taken over. All right, let's go.
I'm not. What is going on? I haven't seen the answers that have been taken.
You haven't seen the answers? What do you mean?
Yeah, I've been taking the right thing, to be honest.
You only have four answers. You gotta pick one.
I have, to be honest, I have.
This one was a little bit fast, to be honest. The next one's will be 45 seconds, so you have more time to think about it. But this one was also pretty quick, pretty easy. All right, let's get going. What is the biggest inefficiency in this process? You got to look at the diagram. I know it's hard to read, but I can't make it any bigger, fortunately. Kind of a tough one, right? Kind of a tough one. It's blue. Only one person got it right. So I don't know if you I don't know if I can go back. Probably can't go back. But the diagram showed that there was a process that they filled out. If it wasn't correct, they had to go back and fill it out again. But then it was approved by the finance person and then approved again by the CFO or something. So why did it need to be approved two times? So it was too many approvals. You just needed one approval. Because nothing changed between the two approvals. There was no change. There was no difference. There was no nothing. So it had to be approved by this person and then approved again. But no edits happened in between the approvals. So why did you need it to be approved twice? So there's too many approvals, right? So that was the answer. So only one person got that. It was kind of hard because the diagram is a little bit. I thought it could make it zoom, but it wouldn't zoom. So that's how that one worked out. Let's see. Oh, Abby, you're killing us. Good job. V is also there. Essie's there. Josh is there. Bola. Gotta get you on the board, Bola. All right, let's get ready for the next one. We got 10 to go. What is often the biggest red flag in a process flow diagram? Okay, sometimes the biggest red flag based on what's there is too many feedback loops. Too many feedback loops. Lines crossing over each other is also a problem, but it's not the biggest problem. The lines crossing over each other just means that, yeah, it's not designed well, but the steps are probably correct. The feedback loops show that there's delay because things are not being done right the first time, so you got to do it again. So that's the biggest problem. I'll pay attention to those qualifier words like biggest, right? Okay, let's see what we have on the scoreboard here. All right, a little bit of change. Next question, number 5. We got 5 more to go. What step is missing in this process? Just make a stab at it. Make a big guess. Okay, we think everybody almost got this. This is good. So of all the options, order verification is the most logical, right? So you create the order, you verify it, then you fulfill it. So that's what we got. Okay, cool. All right, let's get ready for the next one. A team spends 4 hours per day manually reconciling data across 3 systems. What's the best BA recommendation? All right, it's the automate. That's the only thing we can do here because you need to reconcile, so you can't remove it. You could extend the deadline, but then it's going to take just more time, becoming slower and more inefficient. You could add more people, but sometimes throwing more people at the same problem doesn't make it go any faster. So you really need to find a better way. There's 3 systems. Each, the team is spending so many hours per day. That's half their day just reconciling. That's a waste of time. So we need to automate this somehow. So that's the best recommendation here. All right, great. Cool. Let's move through the next one. In process analysis, what's the purpose of identifying handoffs? There you go. Identifying possible delays. So it's a little bit tricky because to make the diagrams more efficient, yeah, you can identify that to lead to that. To reduce employee workload, no. To celebrate teamwork, no. So it's between those two, the red and the yellow and the red. But really, when you have too many handoffs, that's what we talked about last time. This is where there is more delays because one team have to hand over to the next team, to the next team. So the more you're handing off, is more delays you're adding to the process. So you really want to be able to identify those, to identify where you're having possible delays, right? So good answer for those who chose that. All right. 8, we got 2 more. What's the biggest issue with this process? It doesn't matter what the process says. Just look at the diagram and make your best guess. Don't try to read the text. It's irrelevant. Just look at the diagram itself. Everybody got this right. Too many decisions. You didn't need anything else to see that. Right. You don't have to see the actual diagram and what the words are, but just the fact that there's so many diamonds in this diagram, diamond after diamond after diamond after that. You can't have a process where decision after decision after decision, every decision slows down your process. So you don't want to have back to back to back to back to back decisions. So it doesn't matter what the words were. It's just the fact that this is a diamond shape behind a diamond shape behind a diamond shape behind a diamond shape. Way too much. I mean, I'm sure there's a reason for all these decisions, but there's definitely opportunity for optimization when you see something like that. All right. Sorry about that, SC, if you couldn't see it. All right. Good. So we're almost done. So now let's look at what is the ultimate goal when analyzing a process flow diagram. What's the ultimate goal? It's to identify inefficiencies and reduce waste. Ultimately, that's what we want. So yes, provide clarity in the process is a good goal. But even if we provide clarity to our inefficient process, we're not really achieving much, right? We want to identify where this process can be improved and where we can reduce waste and make it more efficient. So that's the most important thing. The clarity is a byproduct of that. So it's a secondary. So again, ultimate. Let's qualify a word, right? All right, let's see. Good job. We're getting a lot of movement on this board. Last question. Last question. What's the best improvement to make here? Gotta put your BA hats on. It was a little bit tricky, right? So add another reviewer would not be the best improvement to make. Again, throwing more people at it doesn't always solve the problem. Automate the approval only. Why would you only want to automate the approval? Because to automate the approval, you need to get the information from somewhere, which means now you have a manual and an automated step, which is maybe not the best recommendation. Skip the review entirely. Probably not, because there's a reason you might need to review what somebody's done. So the best thing to do here would be to remove the additional duplicate data entry, because we're entering data one place, reviewing, and then entering the data again, and then approving. So it means that why we're not doing it right the first time? Why we got to enter it twice manually, right? So let's remove the additional updating step and try to get it done right the first time, and then send it through. When it gets to approval, they'll check and see if there's anything that needs to be updated again and send it back if they need to. But you don't need to have ingrained in the process 2 steps for manual data entry. Okay, so yes, removal of duplicate data entry would be the best recommendation. All right, so we're a little bit over time, but that's our 10 questions. And let's see, we got V on top. All right. Then we've got Bola, number 2, and let's see who we got for number 1. Spotlight. Woo! Abby! Abby, I like your hair. Devon, honorable mention. Kay, Cynthia, honorable mention.
Did it show I was even on there?
I didn't see you at all, Annie. The koala. I never mentioned the koala with the heart. But thank you everybody for joining and for participating. We love hanging out with you guys and testing your knowledge and helping you to learn about business analysis. And we make it fun. We're just gonna cement what we've learned so far over the last couple of weeks. I'm happy about that. If you're new here, reach out to Joshua, or Joshua will reach out to you about joining the Back Office Club. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for spending time with me today. And I hope you guys learned something. And thank you, everybody. Take care.